Hi sexy people, it's been a while. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. We are doing yet another sit down chat and get ready with me while I talk about an update. It's nearly the end of the year. It's time to give an update. What has been happening in Yoni's life? Yoni, what have you been doing? Yoni, what's been happening? Yoni, how's modeling going? How's school going? Like, how's everything been going? But sexy people, how much has everything been going with you? How have you been doing? Let me know. We're gonna do this while we talk skincare and all my favorite products, skincare, healthcare, wellness guide, whilst I get ready and talk. And this Touch Jelly lip mask is so good. It has like a little tool appliance, which is so lovely. I love that. I love when things have appliances, and it's gold. I love gold. Gold is like one of my favorite colors. Because have to take out the lips, definitely. Let's just start from the beginning. Lips are done. Let's start again. This has been a really interesting year for me because there's been loads of highs, loads of ups, and loads of downs. I feel like I've been able to give myself a really good setting foot foundation and all the things and ventures that I want to lean into for the rest of my life. For example, modeling. This is my first year actually being paid, my first year actually working for real, and I can call myself a working model, I guess. Call myself a working model. And it's been very interesting how I've been able to integrate this into my life. I haven't been paid too much, but I've been paid. Let's just say that. At the same time, it's my first time getting a job outside of modeling. So everyone knows when you reach around the late teens to early 20s side, it's time for you to start working and get that job. And I got a job. And whoa, that was definitely a job. And to help me with that job, especially because it was loads of like early mornings and sometimes late night shifts, I would use the Charlotte Tilbury night cream. And the Charlotte Tilbury night cream is one of my favorite creams ever. As you can tell, I've used it to the pan. I love this cream so much, and I would usually just put it underneath my eyes. As you can tell, I barely have any dark circles because I was working a lot. I worked 2 jobs. So I worked at Joe and the Juice for a while, and that was my first ever like job outside of modeling, and it was very interesting job. I low-key missed it, to be fair, but at the same time it was very interesting because the work dynamic was different from other jobs. I think for a lot of people they would like it, but for someone who didn't like that quote-unquote secondary school aesthetic and the all young people together and just the hierarchy of the young people and stuff, I couldn't do it. But if you are interested and you do like, you know, the youngers all talking together and the, you know, everyone's meeting and stuff, I don't know, it just gave hierarchy to me and I couldn't do it. But it was a lovely job. The pay wasn't that bad. I think I got £12. No, under £12, but above £10. It's like £9, no, £11 an hour, and the shifts are pretty easy as well. People are really calm and down to earth. No. And it's my first job. I didn't really take it too seriously. I'll come in, I'll come out. But the sun was shining. It was during the summer, and one of my favorite sun creams, which I used, was the Hawaiian Tropic Sun Cream, which I'm going to use today because even though the sun is barely out, it's December, you still need your cream. You still need protection. Skin cancer is real, and it's such a shame. And my second job was working at Age UK. So I worked as an assistant manager. I'm surprised I even got the job. I got the job right after I applied. No, right after I left Joe and the Juice. Literally a week later, I got a job to be an assistant manager. And honestly, I didn't think I'll get the job. I walked in thinking, no, I've got this. Like, I just said, let's just act like I'm confident for the day. And I got it. I got the job. Confidence sells. Whatever you think, no, think otherwise, because confidence sells. And it was I was very sunny during that time too, and that's actually when I got booked for London Fashion Week. So near the end, before I left, I worked there for 3 months, so during summer, and the last month was Fashion Week, so it was early September, I believe, just before school starts. Fashion Week happened, and it was crazy. I'll tell you why it was crazy, because I had to do a 9 to 5 all the time, and I only had an hour break, which was unpaid. But I had to rely on so many supplements because I barely got any sleep, and I had to be running around all the time if I'm not working and doing stuff as an assistant manager, which is a pretty hefty role. I don't know, I was just like an assistant manager, just casually. I had all these supplements that helped me keep going, and I was doing such an amazing job. So we're gonna take a few of these supplements while talking. It did get so bad that I had to take prescribed vitamin D, which was 1,000 units. I took 1,000 units of vitamin D because of how bad my eyes were twitching. I barely slept, or I was just on straight mode like all the time. My cortisol levels were high. It was a lot going on, because if not for castings, I'll be running straight to work. If not for running to work, I'll be running to castings. And it's back and forth. Till then, end of the season, I did a really good job, because not only did I get a job for Fashion Week, I got two jobs. They weren't paid, but I opened a show. I've never opened a show for Fashion Week before, and it was such a surreal experience to open a show, which was amazing. And funny enough, right after that, my eyes stopped twitching. So shout out to vitamin D. I still take it just in case, because I don't want my eyes twitching. That's a really scary experience. One of my favorite water brands was Volvic, and Volvic has kept me through and through. It's bottle squeeze because I kept refilling the water, but trust me, I'm new to this, not true to this. Like, we have different Volvics around here. We love Volvic around here, okay? And zinc, I loved using zinc, and I still do use zinc to this day. I think zinc is amazing in just getting your strength up. Another one is iron. I low-key think I have anemia. I won't lie, low-key. But that's definitely on my New Year's wish list to get actually checked to see if I do have anemia. I love water. Afterwards, I had to say bye-bye to AGK because it kept clashing with my university schedule. And as you all know, we are sexy, we're smart, and we're also stylish. And the smart had to stay up. I couldn't afford to skip lectures or skip tutorials for university, especially when I'm paying a lot of money to go there. I think tuition fee has just risen, so it's not just 9,000 anymore, or 9,450. I think it's 9,650. I'm not too sure, but just know it's a lot of money I spend to be there, and I can't afford to lose that over the temporary gain of what, 1,000 a month that I'll be getting from my job, which led me to think of different ways to expand through getting different ways of income. So I was thinking of different ways I could possibly get income, and I've learned a lot of lessons from working at AGK. Number one, responsibility. I'm way more responsible than I thought I would be, which is amazing. I love that for myself. And another thing that's also taught me was creaming your hands. I had to cream my hands a lot because I had to wash my hands often, because what we will deal with is older clothes. So we were kind of refurbishing and restyling older clothes that were used. We get donations, we saw the donations, so I had to wash my hands a lot. There weren't that many gloves on site, so I had to wash my hands a lot. And some of my favorite hand creams was actually from Aldi. This is the Lacura hand cream. I love this hand cream so much. It's such a durable hand cream. I think my hands are a bit dry right now, so let's just use some hand cream. And you don't need to spend too much. I think this is like 79p. I'm not here to say that you have to spend the most expensive creams. You can spend just a little. A little goes a long way. But I really went on a reevaluation journey with just not myself, but my modeling career. I ended up leaving my mother agency, which I really enjoyed staying with. I've been with them and they helped me develop for the last year. So around September last year is when they got me, well, August last year. And I've had a really interesting journey with them, and I'm very grateful that I've stayed with Connection throughout that time, and Connection has helped me to grow and expand. There's such lovely ladies and such an amazing team. But I decided to cut my paths and cut ways with them because I just felt like moving forward, this wasn't the management I wanted, and this wasn't the communication I wanted moving forward. I'm the type of person where I'm very determined to get to a certain place where I want to go, and if that means that I have to no longer or cut off ways with people who aren't really aligning with my vision, that's fine. You just have to keep going. And that taught me a lot. I was very scared and skeptical with leaving agencies because it took me so long to even get signed to an agency, and then to actually get signed and then get signed to another agency, and then to leave an agency makes you scared, thinking, can I even get signed again? Like, do I really have what it takes to do this again? But then I realized I've got myself this far. Who on earth says that I can't get even further? Who on earth says that I can't keep pushing and keep going? Like, I can keep pushing, I can keep going, I can put myself and do anything I say I want to. And that's exactly what I did. Still low-key my mother agency because they're still gonna get paid, because I didn't read the contract. I think I need to actually start getting lawyers and talking to loyal support and whoever knows the law, because I'm just signing contracts. I can't keep doing that. That's not right. So to calm my nerves, one of my favorite serums is actually the beta glucan serum. I don't know why my camera hasn't been focusing too much, but this is actually a really good serum. And what I've learned is that you can't put the dropper on your face. The dropper should not touch your face. And I think I did a video where the dropper was touching my face. Don't let the dropper touch your face, or else once the serum touches the dropper, it doesn't work anymore. It's not activated. I think it's because it's not supposed to come in contact with your skin, period. Only the serum is. So yeah. And the reason why I say this is because when you sign a certain contract, it basically means for life. But yeah, I'm on the quest to find a mother agency and maybe see if that happens in the future. In terms of the type of modeling I want to do, I still think it's very much editorial, but I do want to lean more into the beauty space. I do think I have a beauty phase. I've done loads of beauty projects, and I'm really excited to see if, hopefully, number one, some of them come out, and number two, if I get more. But I really do like the beauty space and the beauty industry, so I hopefully, you know, something comes in my way, because this face card is worth a lot of money. Let's just say that. Let's just say. Another thing is that your girl has been influencing. I've been taking content creation more seriously. I said, you know what, I am actually in a very good privileged position. I'm able to go home with a roof underneath my head. I'm able to ask my parents for money if I ever needed money. I'm able to then branch out and still get a job if I wanted to get a job. I have all this equipment with me. I have all this experience. I have this determination to keep me going. Why not go full steam ahead on something that you like to do? I like doing content creation, so why not keep going and keep pushing to actually do content creation? I just started posting as much as I could because I still had school and I had end of year exams, so it was lots of stuff to do with the end of semester and balancing posting. But I ended up posting a new series called More Than a Model, and More Than a Model's been doing really well. I think I'm on my 21st episode right now, which is amazing. Pushing and showing that there's more to life than just one thing you can do, and there's more to just being just a model. There's so many things that go behind the scenes into modeling, and people don't say that. They only show the glorious parts, which I just showed my whole entire journey, and I've been getting some pretty good responses so far. I definitely want to push more of those episodes, which is amazing. I've also been rewarded by a few brands. A few brands have given me a few things, and I'm just so happy that I've even gotten to this stage. To be fair, I never really thought of me getting any PR or any brand stuff, period. Like, I just thought I'll post and then I'll just get recognition. But it's been a really interesting journey. I've also started a podcast called Why Yoni. I really wanted to push myself more into not only being seen, but being seen sharing my thoughts. Loads of things I tend to post is just skincare clips, makeup clips, your average gets ready with me's, but it's better than average because it's me. And I thought that'll be okay and that'll just be enough, but I didn't want to just be known for that. I have so much I want to give and so much I want to share with the world. In terms of modeling, how much have I made this year so far? Not that much, if I'm being honest, compared to how much I've been offered to be able to make. So when you see jobs, you see how much they're offering and the pay rates and how much they'll pay you per day and the usage rights and how much they'll pay you no matter, or wherever the clips or work that you've done will be used. We're gonna use the Banished serum. It's the oil serum, which is like so good. I haven't done just one. I've done 2 magazines this year. I've done a great year. And I'm telling you, if I got every single job that I was offered for or placed for to be casted for, oh my god, guys, I'm telling you, I would have made at least 30k minimum. I would have made £30,000, but I have actually made £455 this year. But I'm very grateful. The fact that I've even got money this year, like, it goes getting paid. And I have had so many casting tapes that were due for the last 2 weeks. So I've been juggling casting tapes, exams, finished my last assignment for the year, which I'm so happy for, meaning that I can just post content for the rest of this year as well as focus on my other adventures. But yeah, am I still working as a model? Yes. Am I still getting paid as a model? Yes, I'm still getting offered stuff to do. Am I actually starting out as an influencer and a content creator? Yes. I think I'm doing a pretty good job at starting out and still pushing forward. I think there's so much joy and so much to learn in learning of pushing forward and just being yourself. Another thing I've also done is health-wise, I've started flossing more. I don't know about you guys if you floss, but I've just started flossing more. I got this from Savers and it's one of my favorite flosses ever. And just pull. But if you're not flossing, what are you doing? If you're not flossing, what are you doing? I remember I went to the dentist this year and she just brought this string and she started doing this and I was like, yeah, I need to start doing that. I want to go and buy myself string. I was like, yeah, but it's not just string, it's floss. It's dental floss. So start flossing. Start flossing. Okay? You never know. Another reason why I say you never know is because you could be offered a job where you have to show your teeth. And in case you do, good thing there's things called whitening strips. And I've been doing loads of whitening strips recently. The thing is, I have a certain, I want to say, deficiency in my bones. And since your teeth are one of your bones, where my teeth can't fully get white, but they can go as white as they can. So having this on the budget is just amazing for me to try. And I actually do flip them around sometimes. So I'll show you how it looks like. What you do is you open the packet. Oops, it came out, damn it. One strip, which you usually put on the front, and then a second strip, which you usually put on the top, bottom of your teeth. But sometimes I alternate, so I'll put this on the top and I'll put this on the bottom because I do have a gap tooth, so it won't really stretch for the rest of my teeth. My gap tooth has grown more and I'm actually pretty proud of the woman I'm becoming, and that's just developing into the person who I want to become. Vaseline has also sent me their rosy pink lip serum gloss, which I love because it is not just a lip gloss, it is really a serum for your lips, which I really love because it really brings back the pink in my lips. Gorgeous. Overall, that has been my year recap, and just get ready with me and talk to you all about what I've done. I want to be as transparent as I can with you all as possible, obviously my sexy people. I love you all so much, and it's been such an interesting journey we've had, and I can't wait to keep going and keep posting. So stay tuned because I'm bringing it out. I'm going full steam ahead, and I'm so excited to see how it all turns out. Remember, please stay smart, sexy, and stylish. I'll see you all later. Bye.